Hello friendly people of the internet, I am Hyper Super Sora and welcome to my Remembering Avatar. Where I talk about the Avatar episodes completely from my memory, then I watch the episode and see what I get wrong. I'm not going to get anything wrong today. This episode is my most hated episode of the entire show. The Great Divide. What a great title, being so squandered. With a title like that, one thing that I can relate to my childhood and how this could have been like a great topical episode is parents separating and the child dealing with that separation. But that's not the episode we got. We got an episode where two dickheads have a dick measuring contest, which neither one of them wins because Aang lies in the end. Yes, the centuries-long feud that ultimately doesn't matter. Solved because Aang lies off his fucking ass. Plot synopsis. I want to get this out of the way. This episode, by other metrics, is not horrible. But by the standard that Avatar sets, we just got done with Jet, one of my favorite episodes of season 1. The next episode is my favorite episode of season 1. And sandwiched in between those is the worst fucking episode in the entire show. This episode aired so many goddamn times. The creators even made fun of it. Not in a post on Twitter that happened years later. Not in an interview or anything like that. In show. Look, the Great Divide, the biggest canyon in the Earth Kingdom. Let's keep flying. That is how you get rid of this episode. Because this episode starts, great segue, with them going, hey, this is the Great Divide, the biggest canyon in the Earth Kingdom, let's take a look. And then Robin, yes, the voice actor of Robin from Teen Titans. Damn, I should talk about that show one day. Anyway, I just don't want to talk about this episode. Comes trying to secure a spot for this person to lead them through the canyon. Other tribe shows up, and what do you know? These two tribes hate each other. The old man's going, I could just slay you both. You dumb fucks. Plot point. Leave the food. I just ate, so I'm good. Either eat the food or leave it behind. We can't take it into the canyon. And of course, since both of the tribes expect the worst of each other, they both brought food. Which causes these monsters, I can't remember what exactly they are, but either way, we don't want to see them. I can picture them in my head, but I can't remember what their name is. The dragonflies are in season 2. So they attack. We get the two different stories about how things changed. And I honestly think there is always 3 sides to the story. Her side, his side, and the truth. The truth is somewhere in the middle of those of things that actually match up on both stories. Again, I'm just writing my own version of the episode dealing with divorce. Christ. We get both sides of the stories. Two brothers, well, not even two brothers, Aang lies about that later on. 2 guys. Rising, setting sun, orb of ultimate power, blah, blah, blah. He tried to help, he tried to steal, heal, imprison, rightfully punish, yada, 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 yada. One's a neat freak like Sokka like Katara, and one's a pragmatic like Sokka and me. Yeah, we're in the dry season, so I'm gonna use it as a blanket. It's nice and cozy. Also, you're from the water tribe. Who cares about getting wet? Actually, you might care about getting wet in that case, because being wet in that case means you die. But yeah, fight happens. Aang tries to be the bridge between them, and they throw Appa away to take care of the racist idiots. They're not even racist. Tribist? With the sick and the elderly. To get to the end, so I imagine they were just waiting there trying to hit them with each other's cane, and Appa's just smacking them around like, enough of that! You get along or I eat you! Actually, I would want to watch that part of the episode a lot more. Or Appa playing Peacemaker via fear tactics. Yeah, through another attack, the guy has his arms broke. It's revealed both parties brought food. Aang tries to be the Avatar, but again, just keep flying. Just keep flying. We don't need to be here. Of course Aang gets pissed off at them. And because they had one job, figures out what the problem is and lies his fucking ass off to make them stop bitching. Saying that they're brothers, saying it was just a game. Yeah, kids. It's great. It's a great lesson to learn. Alright, when there's conflict involved, just lie. It's a great lesson to teach our fucking kids. It's, when in doubt, lie about it. What the fuck? I pointed out, I think I said this in an earlier episode, that Aang's fatal character flaw is that he can lie. He'll lie. He's a lying sack of shit in some cases. There's another episode that I'm going to point that out. But all the worst episodes with Aang Aang's the main character. Some of the worst episodes, in my opinion, have Aang lying a lot. Katara has been on my shit list for the past 2 episodes, and Sokka only really cared because they gave him food. Fair enough. Maybe that's all that Jet needed. Give him a turkey sandwich and then he would have been good. I'm already hating this episode, and I haven't even watched it yet. Let's get right into the episode so I can fully unleash my rage. Okay, so I just got done watching the episode. Yeah, I'm angry. The monsters, they were called canyon crawlers. And the old earthbender is probably really good. He's fine. He's just fine. Old crazy guy who knows too many things. But one thing I would like to point out, if I was Aang, 1, I wouldn't lie my fucking ass off. 2, probably would have just let the 2 tribes kill each other, so, But 3, if I was Aang, any fucking bender I would have came across, I would have tried to learn some basics, something new from them. And yeah, Katara is like the only waterbender we've seen up to this point, but we have seen plenty of earthbenders. Ask them, hey, can you show me some basics? Especially when we're put into a scenario where we need an earthbender and we have the Avatar right there. Have the guide teach Aang some earthbending tricks. I know his arms are broken and he can't do anything, but he should be able to at least teach Aang the basic shit. And that also, I think that comes down to Aang's mentality if he is airbender first, Avatar second. He will always default to airbending. And well, if there was an episode to learn some fucking earthbending to crush some people, it would have been this episode. They need an earthbender. Avatar could bend all 4 elements. So do some fucking earthbending. Learn something from this earthbender. Or at least come up with some reason why he's not. I mean, I understand later on, Earth was the hardest element for him to like grasp the concept of and figure out, hey, how do I move this? But that's not a problem right now. The problem right now is, why isn't he learning anything, period? Yeah. 2 tribes brought food, attracted the canyon crawlers, which broke the guy's arms so he couldn't earthbend. Bullshit. And these 2 tribes can't get along for 10 fucking minutes to actually make sure they get out of this canyon alive. The actor for Aang, I forget his name at this moment, but he did some great voice acting when Aang was lying his fucking ass off. I could tell he's making this shit up as he goes. Aang? Fucking lying sack shit. Katara? Thief and emotionally unstable in some cases. Sokka is probably the most put together out of all of them. When your comic relief is the guy that makes the most amount of sense, the argument the tribes used if, well, if they're going to do it, I'm going to do it too. Well, if everyone's doing it, I guess it's okay. No, it isn't. You almost got yourselves killed. Imagine what would have happened to all these people if Aang, Sokka, and Katara weren't there. They'd all be dead. So yeah, just keep flying. I just want to see the alternate part of the episode where Appa's getting the sick hick and the elderly getting their shits kicked in by Appa going, shut the fuck up or I'll eat you. They never get brought up again, so maybe he did eat them all. They decide, hey, this feud doesn't matter anymore. The Avatar, who's 12 years old, knew them and said this whole feud is fucking bullshit. Let us go together. Heather. Yeah, the clean ones can rough it up, and the rough up ones actually are useful for something. Let us go together as one to Ba Sing Se, the capital of the Earth Kingdom. Why does Omashu have a king then? Oh, if I didn't make it clear enough in this, I hate this episode. Because, 1, this feud is stupid. It was over 100 years ago, and I understand things are not going to resolve cleanly enough. But you would have thinking old racist grandpas would have died out at this point. Someone would have questioned the validity of the stories. Someone would have said, hey, these stories don't match up. What's actually going on here? And then, yeah, it's a great lesson to teach our kids. This is a kid's show. And this kid's show gets away with a lot of things. Like in the next episode. Or the last, since that one doesn't have spoilers in it, since I'm assuming you watched my episode on Jet, right? Right? Better episode than this. Where Jet is just full soul on, just killing probably hundreds of people. And I am calling it murder since that's what it is. But a great episode to teach our kids. If you have a problem, just lie about it. Just lie about your problems. I don't have a crippling addiction. And nah, I don't. Just lie. Just lie to solve all your problems. That's a great idea. That's fucking great. My ultimate opinion is that nothing good comes out of lying. And this episode's ending is just lie to solve your problems. We get callbacks to plenty of things. We even get a callback to this episode and how everyone shat on it. Everyone hated it. And the joke was, we should just ignore it. And you should just ignore this episode. This episode sucks. Now, again, in another TV show, maybe it would have been average or fine. But this is Avatar: The Last fucking Airbender. This show is amazing. And out of the entire 60 episodes that I'm going to talk about, only 2 of which can I successfully call bad. This one, and another one coming up. And funny enough, they're both in season 1. Yeah, there are other mid-episodes, but not episodes where I just actively hate watching. This is a skip. The Great Divide should have been about an episode about divorce. How, I forget the tribe's name, but one tribe could have been with mom, one tribe could have been with dad. And they had twin sons, like Annie said. And they got separated during the divorce. And they're all descendants of this family. And Anne could have pointed out, yeah, you guys don't see eye to eye anymore. But you're still family. You can still choose to love each other. Their petty squabbles don't have to be your petty squabbles. Putting an end to the family feud, settling it, burying it in the past, going, they're gone, we're here, we're family, and we need to stick together, otherwise we're gonna die. But no, we got an episode about lying. Well, fuck me, I guess. What did you guys think of The Great Divide? Leave your thoughts in the comment section down below. Leave a like on the video if you liked it. And subscribe for more, I don't fucking know, divides in opinions, I guess. And hit that little notification bell to see when I upload all the time. Until next time in Hyper Super Sora, sayonara.